Welcome back to the channel, lads. It's episode 72 of our Leipzig rebuild. We've got a huge semi-finals Champions League game against Arsenal in this one, as well as completing the rest of the games in the Bundesliga. It's a shame, though, with the Bundesliga because we've already won the league and there isn't much to play for. I mean, I've had a look to see if there were some records we could break this season, but that is just not going to happen, is it? It is not going to happen. We've got 72 points so far. There's 12 more points to play for, four more games to finish the Bundesliga season. We're not going to break the most points in the Bundesliga season, which is held by Bayern Munich with 91 points from the 2012-2013 season. It was Job Henkins, wasn't it, the manager at that time? We're not going to break the most goals scored, which is 101 goals. And that's been set for a while now, since the 71-72 season by Bayern Munich. I honestly thought that would have been in the Pep Guardiola's era, but that wasn't the case. That average is, by the way, about 2.97, so about 3 goals per game. Absolutely incredible. And we are also not in a position to break the fewest goals conceded in the season, which is 17 goals. Still not in a position to break the most wins in a season. So there's no records for us to break this season, which makes the last four games a little bit boring. But what we're going to try and do is, try to keep our players fit and ready for the Champions League games as well as the DFB-Pokal. But come on, Leipzig. Although there isn't much to play for in the Bundesliga, one thing we still have going though is our unbeaten run, which it will be so nice if we can go through the next four games unbeaten. And of course, Paris Brunner is still going for the Golden Boot, so that would be nice to get him 1 or 2 goals in this game as well. I mean, that unbeaten run, man. We're only going to become the second team in Bundesliga history to do it. After, of course, Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen, who was done it in real life last season. Talking about unbeaten run, 52 minutes into the game, and we have conceded the first one here. We're going to do well to turn this one around, We don't need to turn it around, though. We just need to get a point. We just need to earn ourselves a draw. Excellent defending there from Mosquera, who finds some Bishop. Space out wide here to Schumacher. I'm not sure why if Schumacher is our fairest wide player, but Brunner uses his strength quite well. And the finish to the bottom left-hand corner. Goalkeeper had a hand to it, I believe. But the power was just too much. And Brunner, of course, we wanted to get him a goal in this game. And we've done so. That is it. That is it, lads. We keep the run going. 3 games to go from now to the end of the season. That is one of the few things keeping me going right now. The fact that, yes, we want to go unbeaten. And yes, we want to get Paris Brunner the Golden Boot at the end of the season. The likes of Odrago and Bishop as well. And well in the race of finishing the season with the most assists. So things are going positive here. We know this is the big one for us, lads. At the start of the season, the objective really for myself was to win the league and try and compete for the Champions League. The fact that we have won the league, this is the big one for us to hopefully go on. And it's Arsenal, isn't it? It's a tough Arsenal side. For them to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, there must be a really, really good side. In the other leg, you have got, I believe, Dortmund facing up against Manchester United. So it's 2 German teams and 2 English teams left in the competition. Changes to the starting 11, of course, and Engels starts once again in that number 10 position. Come on, Leipzig. Tell you what, though, one thing I've really, really enjoyed in this save is the fact that over the course of the 6 seasons, we've tried different formations. Now, previously, I would stick with one formation for the entirety of the save. We've played the 4-2-3-1, the 4-3-3, we've played the 4-1-2-1-2, and of course the 3-4-2-1 with Leipzig. It's a strong starting 11 there from Arsenal, Still got the likes of Reece Nelson on the bench. Tell, of course, up front, we know he can be a handful. He's got pace to get him behind. He's a big, strong lad as well. Cody Gakpo. Surprisingly, I can't remember Arteta playing the 4-4-2 formation in his time at Arsenal. It's usually 4-2-3-1 formation he tends to play. Although the way the setup with Kai Havertz, what a good chance. The way the setup with Kai Havertz And, sometimes, what's his name, Gabriel Jesus starting with Kai Havertz, it makes it look like it's a 4-4-2, but it's not really a 4-4-2 formation. Oh, what a big chance there. End to end, I don't like how this game is going in this opening 10 minutes of the game. We need to slow it down. We need to calm down a little bit here. Oh, Schumacher has made a great run on the outside. We would, of course, find him. Can we cut into his left foot here? Yes, it's still going, Schumacher. Oh, we've been the better side in this opening 22 minute. The thing about playing a team like Arsenal is you've got to take your chances when you get them. Engels. Oh my goodness! Engels have given us a sensational lead. A sensational lead, rather, in this opening half an hour of the game. He was stretching for the shot. I did not expect him to even hit the target there. The silence as soon as the goal went in, it sums it up really. It was on a stretch. I did not expect him to hit the target, let alone to score a beauty like that. That is ridiculous. Come on, second would be nice. Let's not forget PSG went 3-0 up against us in the first half and it still wasn't game over. So a second here doesn't necessarily mean the game is over. But it would be nice to get it. Larson there with the strike. And again, Arsenal's goalkeeper. That keeper has been really, really good for Arsenal, hasn't it? I don't even know who is in goal for them. But here is Setton, overlapping run on the outside. He's going to go on his own, but look at Tell on the far side. Look at the space. We've got 3 centre-backs, for God's sake. How does he find himself with so much space like that with 3 centre-backs that we have and no one could track the run there from him? I said, playing teams against Arsenal, when you get your chances, you've got to take it. And we certainly did have the better chances in that first half. Unfortunately, we could only score one of them. Oh, big save. Can we get it cleared? Can we get it cleared? What is going on there, man? Oh, that is just a game of ping pong going on in our own box there, wasn't it? We just couldn't get it cleared. There's not much we could have done there either. It's one of those things when the game wants you to concede, you are going to concede. Look at this. There's nothing we could have done to get that one cleared. Just a game of ping pong. Oh, come on. You've got to be stronger there, Bishop, to think we could lose this game, given the chances we had in that first half. It's so unlucky, isn't it? Here is Tell, who's going to, of course, make it 3. As soon as we conceded that second goal, it's almost like, it was almost like a salt into the wound, if you know what I mean. Yeah, when you're playing so well against a team, you don't take your chances, and from 1-0 up, they get the equalizer, go on to score a scrappy goal like that. It's just so bitter, isn't it? Look at that again. Look at that again. Can we take one of these chances, man? Can we take one of these chances and keep us in the tie? That's it, lads. We just couldn't score goals. We just couldn't get more than that goal. That we did deserve to score more. We don't deserve to lose this game. We do not deserve to lose this game. But of course, it's all about putting the ball in the back of the net in a game of football. And unfortunately, we've only managed to do that once. And Arsenal have done that 3 times. The race for the Golden Boot is a lot closer than I thought. And all we have to do today, to be honest, is stop Richarlison from scoring and hope Matanovic doesn't score in the Frankfurt game. There's only 2 goals separating the top 3 right now in that list, and I do not intend to play Bruno, not even for a second in this game against Wolfsburg. So we just have to stop Richarlison from scoring and hope Matanovic doesn't find the back of the net as well. Still 2 more games to go, of course, after this. The big question right now is, does Richarlison start for Wolfsburg, and can we keep him quiet? Humland leading the Wolfsburg side out here. They've got that Bayoha. Richarlison starts up front. Mastantuano starts from the right-hand side this time. Surprisingly, normally he's usually the number 10 for them. Oh, no. And he's got the goal, Richarlison. I thought we might have maybe just being able to go the 90 minutes, stopping him from scoring, and of course we get that silly chicken celebration. We could well lose this game. Our unbeaten run is at stake here. We have struggled to do anything in this game and then make it two. And that's it. I don't think we're gonna turn this one around. I don't think we'll be able to get a point from this game. Oh, it's a shame. 3 games to go. We just have to hang on. Oh my god, we just have to hang on to 3 more boring draws and keep that unbeaten run going. But it looks like it will be Wolfsburg that brings that run to an end. Although Ratkovic will pull one back here, but it's 90th minute and 1 minute to stoppage time. I don't think we will even get the opportunity to get hold of the ball again. It's unfortunate, this one. Oh, when you've got so much in your mind, man, the Champions League, that is what I was most worried about. And if we go on to win the Champions League, we would remember this game as one of the games that we sacrificed to get to that point. It is what it is. We're not going to be able to go unbeaten this season, but we've got something to fight for. In the last episode against PSG, we talked about heroes being ordinary people that go on to make themselves extraordinary. We talked about resilience in that game as well, just before the PSG game. And we went on to turn that game around in the second leg. Can we do it here at the Red Bull Arena in front of the home fans? And if we can't, and then go on to win the Champions League, I tell you what, these players would be remembered forever in the history of this fantastic football club, Leipzig. Can we do it? Come on, Leipzig. Arsenal, they're one of those teams that I realized in that first leg, they're one of those teams that are so difficult to, what's the word that I'm thinking about? So difficult to dominate possession against them. They're very quick at winning the ball back. They keep the ball quite well themselves. I think we can create a few chances as we did in the first leg, but we are not going to be able to dominate possession in this one. So we might just rely on, sitting deep, absorbing the pressure, and when we get the opportunity to spring forward, we do so. It looks like exactly the same team, exactly the same starting 11, and of course the 4-4-2 with Gakpo and Tel up front. If we turn this game around, man, and so far, we've actually started the first half quite well. It's all about that first goal, isn't it? If you get that first goal, you can settle down a little bit. That's a good reverse pass to Tom Bishop. Oh, he's gone on his own. Oh, he's gone on his own, trying to go for the near post. But it's Van der Voort with a good save there. That was the goalkeeper that I was thinking about in the first leg, isn't it? He, as a youngster, he did have a lot of potential. I believe he... Wait a second. Oh, far post. It's the goalkeeper with yet another excellent save. As a youngster, he had a loan move to... not a loan move. Was it Roma that signed him permanently? It didn't quite work out for him at Roma. I'm not sure where he's playing his football right now, but someone is down injured for Arsenal. But, again, we cannot break this goalkeeper down at the moment. Normally, these chances that we have created in the first and second leg, we could have scored 4 or 5 goals easily. We're quite clinical with the finishing, but not against that goalkeeper. It's going to be taken off here for what looked like a knee injury. It's going to be replaced by Ezri Konza. Keep it alive. Good ball to Bishop. Gets there first to toe poke that one back to Maya. Schumacher. Good ball to Bruno. A lot of space to cover here. Lemoyne coming to close him down on the other side. But he toe pokes it. But yet again, we cannot beat that goalkeeper. That's about 4 or 5 chances in this first half already. It's looking like one of those days again, lads. It's looking like one of those days where you create so many chances, but you just can't take it. We know how important that first goal is. On the break here, Diao has got the pace. I don't think Tell is going to catch him. We're going to have to go with his left foot here. Oh, that was not where I was aiming for. I was trying to go more towards that top far corner. I don't think we're going to be able to turn this one around, lads. I just don't think it's going to be our day. It's so unfortunate. We've played so well in this game. And of course they're going to score. Of course they're going to score from the first opportunity they get in the game. It means we're going to need to go on and score 3 goals. And let's be honest, that is not looking possible right now. Yeah, we're going to be knocked out. Yeah, it's the second for Arsenal. Exactly the same as the first leg, you know. You play so well, you create so many chances, you don't take them, but then they score 1, they score 2 goals, and once they do, it's just like I said, it's just the salt added to the wound, isn't it? It just makes it so much bitter for you, and you just lose the momentum then. That's it. You can see how disappointed our captain looked there, Luke Haber, who I thought was one of our best players in this game. We just couldn't do it. It wasn't due to our lack of trying, but rather due to the, wonderful goalkeeper Arsenal had in goal, Van der Voort. We just couldn't beat him. He could save the Titanic from sinking. That's how good he was. But anyway, Arsenal will progress to the finals. Unlucky for us, this one. It is going to be the Spanish killing machine, Borussia Dortmund, against Arsenal in the Champions League final. Dortmund, they have had an unbelievable couple of seasons in the Champions League, to be fair. They knocked out Barcelona in the round of 16. In the quarterfinal, they knocked out Real Madrid. Semi-finals, they knocked out Manchester United. I mean, they've had by far the most difficult run in the Champions League this season, and I hope they win it. They would really deserve to win it back to back, especially Arsenal knocking us. So we've still got a little bit of a hard feeling against Arsenal, but it is what it is. We're just going to quickly focus on our next couple of games, go through them very quickly, and of course we've got the DFB-Pokal at the end of the season there. Hopefully we can finish this season with a double, but it's just going to be as quick as we can, go through those 2 games, and then focus on the finals now. It'd be nice to win our next couple of games before going into the DFB-Pokal final. We've lost our last 3. The morale is a little bit low, but come on, let's pick it up here. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Last kick of the game! Oh, Jaden comes out and makes himself big. It's one of those boring 0-0 draw which we could have lost with the last kick of the game. But big save from the goalkeeper. It would have been nice to win this game. But of course, it's one of those where nothing to play for. The motivation in the league isn't quite there. And we're struggling at the moment. We can't buy a win. But hopefully we can do it in the final game of the season against Union. Here we go. Last game of the season. Union Berlin away from home. A team that is really good. In terms of, they're probably one of the best counter-attacking team in the league. The way they defend, though, it's quite strange. Lookman up front for them. Mateta, who is a handful on the bench. Yeah, they have a lot of space between their midfield and their defensive line when they defend. It makes it difficult to find your attacking players. But then when you do, it's easy to get a shot on target because their defensive line is that deep. You can just get the ball, turn and shoot. And most times the shots are on target. Well, let's see how we do here away from home against Union. Good defending there from Maya. Baumgartner. Oh, tries to turn there, Brunner, but it was read well by the defense. Only back to Niklas Seiwald, who is now fine Bishop. Bishop to Brunner. Brunner for his 23rd of the season. And surely that will be enough to win him the Golden Boot. He might maybe need one more, but I think 23 goals might just be enough. That is now 2 goals above Richarlison. Let's not forget, Richarlison and Wolfsburg would have a game which is going on at the moment. So it's all about how Richarlison does in that game. As Lookman gets, not Lookman, that's Poku getting the equalizer for them here. Come on, let's go for one more. Moreira inside to Bishop. Oh, just wait for him to make the run. That's the one. Bruno with the second. Bruno with his 24th of the season. And surely Brunner with the Golden Boot, just what we wanted to do in this game. Get a couple of goals for him. And of course, that's Bishop with a couple of assists now as well. It makes this interesting, doesn't it? Bishop now on 11 assists, I believe. And Odrago on 12 assists. Can you imagine if Bishop goes on to get one more? But what the hell is this? That's the thing with the highline though. When it works, it's amazing. But when it doesn't work, it just makes you look awful. That's just poor defending. The line is too high, and one-on-one, the AI is not gonna miss a cheeky chip like that. That's it, lads. We cannot buy a win at the moment. Our 5 games that we've played in this episode, it's no wins for us. Losing the 3 games previous to the final 2 of the league games, where we've gone on to get 2 draws, just haven't quite gone our way. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we're the Bundesliga champions anyway. But disappointing to end the season like that. Although the season haven't ended in the way we would have wanted it to in terms of our final few games in the league, keeping that unbeaten run going. And of course, the Champions League against Arsenal, it's still a very successful season for us. Last season I said that finishing second, although it was a good season, in my opinion, it wasn't successful. But this season, we have added trophy to that, and we could make it trophies here if we can win this game against Augsburg in the finals of the DFB-Pokal. I think we can do it. I don't think Augsburg are that good of a team considering what we have done against them this season in the league. I think we've beat them home and away this season in the league, and a big opportunity here to make it 3 from 3 against them in all competition. I honestly think you can do it. The likes of Udo Kai is still here. They've, of course, got Alexis Claude Maurice in midfield for them. It's a good little team they've got. Of course, Hassan up front, who is usually a handful when we face off with this Augsburg side. It's a good pitch that we have got here. I like the pitch. It's nice, it's bright, it's clear. The only disappointing thing, it's the rain. And whenever we play in the rain, it can be very difficult. But still not an excuse not to win this game. A little bit of chaos going on at the moment. Oh, it's on Bishop. Our left footers, man, they're so calm on the ball, They just bring that presence on the ball for us. Our left-footed players, Schumacher being the other one, excellent dribbler, close control there from Bishop to get away from his man. Gonna try and pull this one back here for Bruno. What a tackle that was! What an absolute tackle! Oh my God, that could have been 1-0. Diao cross to the far post. It's gone too early though. Bruno finds the back of the net, but he's offside. He's just made that run a little too early than I wanted him to. Well, we're probing at the moment. A goal before the end of the first half would be nice. Schumacher across. This time he's onside, but could not find the target. That's it for the end of the first half. It's 0-0 in a half where we have totally controlled, with and without the ball, we've controlled the game. The only disappointing thing is we haven't been able to put the ball on the back of the net yet. Well, we've got an important corner to defend here. Okay, we win both the first and second ball. Bishop, opportunity for the counter-attack. He finds Schumacher. Schumacher back and returns the favour to Bishop, who's got pace, close control, of course. I like how the ball is just magnetic to him when he runs. Oh, this could be it. This could be it. Tom Bishop! Get in! Get in! Probably, I keep saying this, he's our most improved player from last season, which is crazy to say, considering how well he performed for us last season. Honestly, I don't know what we would have done without him this season. Even some of the Champions League games, you think about PSG, he was the one that changed that game for us. Coming on from the bench, Bruno turns, Bruno shoots, and Bruno with the second. Our German sensations. And Tom Bishop for the first, and now Bruno with the second, surely to kill the game for us. And that means this could mean another trophy. That's the brace for us this season. Like I said, disappointing that we couldn't do it in the Champions League, but this would be a successful season. Come on, it's all about hanging on now. 12 minutes, good defending there. Stay in shape. The shot's blocked. It's a corner here. It's a corner for Augsburg. Still 10 minutes to go in this game. Cross to the... I was about to say cross to the near post here. Back to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck! Oh, I think is Francis, Alejandro Francis, the centre-back. How did that ball manage to go in, by the way? Look at this. We had so many bodies in front there, but somehow he's managed to squeeze it to the far corner there. It's a good finish though from the centre back. And you see centre backs finishing like that with 10 minutes to go. It just makes you think, is this going to be one of those games? But Maya ensures it's not going to be one of those games. 1 minute to stoppage time or 1 minute to go before the stoppage time. Oh, Drago, I'll wait for the run of Diao here. And Diao gives a start. That run from the far side. And Diao with a dagger. And it's game over now. And Leipzig will be the DFB-Pokal champions this season. Oh, what a finish from Diao. He deserves it as well. If there's any one player that deserves to get that last goal for us, it's Diao. I thought this game in particular, he's had to sacrifice his ability to go forward and just help the team out defensively. And for the first time, not too many times he had the opportunity to go forward in this game. He had the cross in the first half to Bruna, which was offside, of course. But that is pretty much the second time we got to see him go forward in this game. And he provided the winning goal for us. Very, very important that we won this game. To end the season how we have gone and losing this game, it would have been a lot more disappointing. But I'll take it. I'll take a league and a cup double in our second season at Leipzig. And in my opinion, very, very successful season here for us. If we could have carried on for 1 or 2 more seasons, I'm confident the way the team is growing, we would go on to win the Champions League. But let's be honest, you don't always win the Champions Leagues in your save. We've managed to do that with Blackburn Rovers. It's not going to be with Leipzig. Well, I mean, it is what it is. The players are still growing. It's still quite a young team, you know. It's still quite a very, very young team that we've got here. The likes of Maya, who's 84 rated, is still just 20 years of age. It's incredible. But DFB Pokal champions, it's Leipzig. And as we do at the end of every season, we will take a look at some of the individual performances of the team and team of the season, how other teams have performed in their respective leagues. But oh my God, half the team is either content or complacent at the end of this season, which is incredible. But in terms of appearances, it's Jadon, Owusu, Oduro, Maya not far away, Bruna making 42 appearances, Diawu, Musquera, Lukeba, Tom Bishop, Odrago, as you'd pretty much expect. In terms of goals, 36 goals for Bruna in our competition, 24 in the league and 11 in the Champions League. Bishop, 11 goals for him. Odrago did manage to get himself 8 goals. Radkov with 7 in 16 appearances. The likes of Schumacher with 6 as well. Baumgartner with 7. But in terms of assists, 17 assists for Bishop. What a season. Odrago with 15 assists. I think in our competition, Bishop got the most assists. But in the league, it was Odrago picking up 12 assists in the league. Baumgartner there on 11 assists. Seiwald is a little bit of a surprise with 10 assists. Schumacher, he did step up in big moments for us this season, Nicholas Seiwald, didn't he? One of pretty much one of the most underrated players in this team, I'll say. The job he does for us, especially out of possession, it's just incredible. And as we already know, Jadon is the goalkeeper of the season, keeping the most clean sheet with 14 in total in the Bundesliga. Team of the season, though, it's a joke. Just our goalkeeper getting in there, Jadon. This is a joke, you know. The top scorer with 24 goals, Bruna, he's not in the team of the season. They've gone with Duro and Richarlison up front. The player with the most assists, Odrago, is not in midfield. And I also thought Bishop had an incredible season. He's not in the season as well. We kept the most clean sheets as a team, and yet none of our defenders is in the team of the season, which is it's ridiculous. The player of the tournament is Matanovic. I don't know how they come up with these, by the way. I do not know how they come up with these. It's terrible to see at times. But let's take a look anyway, some of the individual stats. This is what I mean. Bruna, 24 goals in 30 appearances. He's not on the team of the season. And yet, Richarlison and Duro managed to get themselves in there. It's amazing how this works at times. For assists, you've got Odrago and Bishop, 12 and 10 assists. respectively. The likes of Maya, Ricky there as well, 18 goals and 8 assists in the league for Leverkusen is a really, really good return. I don't know how to do this, you know. I really don't know how EA come up with those team of the season, player of the season. It's just it really needs a lot of work to improve that. And the Premier League winners for this season is Manchester City, Liverpool finishing second, and for the second season in a row, Brighton finishing in those Champions League places. Blackburn Rovers only managing to finish 16th. It's incredible, isn't it, that we won the league and the Champions League with that team, and as soon as we leave, the next couple of seasons, they don't even get into the top half of the Premier League. Championship winners, it's Burnley, Leicester finishing second. League One, you've got Oxford United and Sheffield Wednesday, the top two, Portsmouth finishing third. In League Two, you've got Stevenage, the league winners, Exeter City finishing second. And in the French league, you have got PSG going on to win the league again. Lens won it last season, I believe. PSG only managing to finish second or third. I can't remember exactly now. The Bundesliga 2, you have got Hertha Berlin back to the Bundesliga, Düsseldorf finishing second there. And in the Serie A, the Italian league, you've got AC Milan, the two Milan teams finishing top two. AS Roma, who won it last season, I believe, finishing third there. The Dutch league, you've got PSV and Ajax, the top two in that league. And Liga de Portugal, you've got Sporting Lisbon winning the league, and Braga finishing second, FC Porto third. And we have got here the Romanian league, FCSB winning the league, and Rapid Vienna finishing second. The Scottish league, which will still be going on, but at the moment, Celtic are top of the league, Rangers in second. The Spanish league, you've got Barcelona league winners, Real Madrid finishing second, Valencia in third, and both teams there, Barcelona and Real Madrid, knocked out by, of course, Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, which is incredible. The MLS, which is again still going on, you've got the New York City and Inter Miami first and second there, respectively. And can we just take a second, by the way, to appreciate what a career we have had here over the course of 6 seasons? 311 games played, 208 victories, and that puts us just under 67% and win rates, and 60 draws, 43 defeats in that time. When we scored 599 goals and conceding 300 goals, which is incredible. Of course, with Leipzig, we got to the semi-finals of the Champions League and managing to win the Bundesliga as well and the DFB-Pokal, which was incredible. Blackburn Rovers, we won the Champions League, we won the Europa League, we won a couple of Premier Leagues, and we won the FA Cup as well. I want to say I might be wrong there, but I think we won the FA Cup as well. And of course, we got the team back into the Premier League from our days in the Champions League. But in terms of the record-breaking transfers as well, I tell you what, we didn't spend that much, okay then. So in our first season, our record signing was Dogeles Nene for £1.6 million from Red Bull Salzburg. So straight away, we built a relationship there with the Red Bull franchise. But £1.6 million for Nene, I think, the best value for money in terms of any signing that we made, considering how much we paid for him and what we went on to achieve with him. And then in our second season, that's our first season in the Premier League, this was then, Morgan Whittaker was our record signing for £8.5 million. Again, nothing crazy in our first season in the Premier League. And that took us to our second season in the Premier League, where our record signing was, in fact, Morgan Gibbs-White for £23 million when Wolves got themselves relegated. So our second season in the Premier League, and by the way, we did go on to finish top four in our first season. So £23.3 million, nothing crazy there. That took us to the next season where our record signing became Larson for £46 million. Again, finished in the Champions League places. And considering we sold Tyrese Dolan for £100 million to Manchester United that season, going on to spend £46 million on Larson, that is not crazy at all. And that took us to of course, our season with Leipzig, where we went on to spend £50 million on Engels. And the next season, we spent about £76 million to re-sign Larson for Blackburn Rovers. So incredible, nothing crazy there in terms of our spending at all. And now that we have seen through a couple of weeks, we can have a look at some of the European competition winners that typically do take a while, isn't it, after the end of the season for those games to be played. But Leipzig and champions of the Bundesliga for the first time in the club's history, finishing 10 points above Wolfsburg, Bayern Munich, all their struggles, still managed to finish in the top four there. Leverkusen finishing fifth position. I mean, considering for most parts of the season, they were second, only behind us. To finish outside of the top four, that is a poor season from them. Mainz, Werder Bremen, and Bochum finishing in the bottom three there. DFB-Pokal, of course, Leipzig winners again, and beating Augsburg 3-1 in the finals. The semi-finals, Augsburg knocked out Dortmund whilst we progressed and past Wolfsburg. Dortmund did, in fact, knock out Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals of that competition. The Champions League, talking about Dortmund, oh, it will be Arsenal, the Champions League winners for this season. I actually don't think they're not the best team that we face, Arsenal. Although that 5-1 aggregate says otherwise, I think it could have been a lot more closer than that. And if things had gone our way in that second leg in terms of finishing, who knows what could have happened. But very, very, very good from them winning the Champions League. Dortmund, of course, having the tougher draws amongst every other team in the Champions League. Quarterfinals, they had to go through, I believe, Barcelona. They knocked out Barcelona. And then going into the semi-finals, or the quarterfinals rather, the round of 16, they knocked out Barcelona. And the quarterfinals, they knocked out Real Madrid. Incredible from them. The Europa League winners, it is Liverpool, and winning against Feyenoord in the finals there. 2-1 victory for them. Crystal Palace made their way into the semi-finals of that competition, which, yeah, that's incredible for Palace, isn't it? And in the Conference League, you've got Real Sociedad, the Spanish side, and beating Stuttgart, another German side doing quite well in the European competition. But smash a like on the video, and smash a like on the video as well if you've enjoyed the series so far, because of course, this is the final game of the save. In the next video I upload is going to be a completely new save. But take a look at this team though. I felt we built a decent team at Blackburn Rovers, managing to win the league, managing to win the Champions League and the Europa League with Blackburn Rovers. Of course, we couldn't do it with Leipzig, but we did, in fact, win the league and the cup. So we've done the double at Leipzig, which I believe, in my opinion, that is a successful season with Leipzig, a successful time at Leipzig. And if we stay the season, I reckon we potentially could have gone on to win the Champions League. But it is what it is. You can't always win the Champions League in all the saves. But anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.